Hi, so today I'll be showing you my morning skincare routine for summer, and I've changed it a lot, so without further ado, let's just get into it. So before I start my morning skincare, I always like to tie up my hair, which I already did, and I like to use just this hairband. Like, you could use anything to tie back your hair, but I just have this at home, so I just use this to keep my baby hairs out of my face. Not gonna lie, it doesn't work that well, but you know, it's worth a try. So the first thing I always do in my skincare routine is, first of all, wash my face just to cleanse my skin in general and any makeup residue or anything from the previous day or anything like that. And currently I've been using the Neutrogena Visibly Clear Anti-Pimple Oil-Free Wash Gel. You have no idea how long it took me to actually pronounce that correct. So it's this little bottle here, and I've been using these type of Neutrogena wash gels, I guess, for quite a while. I kind of like them. But honestly, I feel like you could just exchange this with anything else. I'm not really picky about my cleansers that much, but I've just been trying out the different variations they have of these. So I've never tried this before, but I've been using this for a month. And the thing I like about them is that, as you see, this is barely used, and this is after a month. So that's super nice. I'll just take half a pump of this and just cleanse my face. So after I cleanse my skin, I've been recently applying this as a mask, and it's from Garnier. I don't really know how to pronounce this. Honestly, not really gonna try that hard because it's probably wrong anyways. So it's Garnier, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, anyways. It's a 3-in-1 step thing that you can use to cleanse your skin as a peeling and as a mask. And if you use it as a mask, then you just take some of this and put it on your skin and leave it on for 3 minutes. And I've really been liking this because when I wake up in the morning, I don't really have a lot of time because, let's be honest, I let my sleep. So when I'm getting ready, I can just pop this on and just quickly do some other stuff, like pick out my clothes or something like that. And then I'll be back and just wash it off. And it's really quick. My skin feels like really nice afterwards. So I'll just use some of this and take probably a dime size onto my finger, and I'll just apply this onto my skin. So now that I have this on, I'll go and do whatever for the next 3 minutes and then just come off and wash it off. Something nice to know about this mask is it has little grains in it, is why you can also use it as an exfoliant. So whenever I apply my mask, I basically apply a little less than I know I would need for my whole mask. And then I'll just massage it in a bit so that I still get the exfoliant properties in a way of using it, basically, if that makes sense. I feel like that was a bad explanation, but I hope that made sense. So I'll be back in 3 minutes. Yeah, I'm just being a bit random for the next 3 minutes. After the 3 minutes, I'll rinse my face mask off with water, which I just did, and then I'll pat my skin dry. So as you see, my baby hairs are already back, so I don't know, better than nothing, I guess. After I'm finished with my mask, I'll go in with this toner. It's also from Neutrogena, and it's an anti-pimple toner. I don't know. It comes in the orange box, orange bottle. I don't know exactly what it's called in English because mine are all German because I bought them in Germany. Anyways, as you see, I've used up most of this, and I won't always go in with this because I feel like if you use this too often, your skin really dries out. So I try not to use this all the time, but when I feel like my skin needs something extra, when it's really oily, I'll go in with this stuff. This also helps wipe off extra dirt, and if you have a lot of makeup left over on your skin, this is really good as well. So I would just recommend that in general. What I take is a little cotton pad like this, and I'll just open this and use some of this. And then honestly, all I do is just wipe my face. On to the next part. One of my absolutely favorite products is this Kiehl's Facial Fuel Eye Depuffer. And honestly, I absolutely love this. When you wake up early and you haven't slept a lot and your eyes just feel puffy and you're tired as hell, I love popping this stuff on because it just cools you down. Honestly, I feel like my eyes get cooled, and it's just the nicest feeling in the morning, and it also wakes me up. It basically comes in this stick form. It has this little cap that you put on top of the stick, but it's just a white little stick, and then you just swipe it back and forth underneath your eye, really simple. I usually swipe it once up and once back down because I feel like that's enough. And then I'll do that on the other side. Once I've swiped it on, I'll always pat it into my skin just to allow for extra absorption and to spread the product better. But yeah, after I finished using the eye gel cream thing, I'll use a face cream. I also don't always use a face cream, mainly because I don't really like the feeling of having cream on my face because I feel like it doesn't seep into your skin that well. And I haven't really found a cream that I like enough to put it on more regularly. But recently, I've been using this and I actually really like this stuff. It's called Deep Moisture Mask and it's by Claire's Botanicals. This is actually both a cream and a mask, depending on whatever you want to use it for. This is actually sample size, so it's pretty small. If you wanted to use it as a mask, you'd leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes, but I use it as a moisturizer. And the reason I like this is because it has a gel texture and the gel texture just feels so much nicer on my skin. I don't really know. I just prefer the feeling of a gel versus a regular moisturizer. So I'll just use a little bit and just place it on all the areas of my skin. As said, I don't really use a lot and I don't use it that often, and I, as said, like the consistency a lot, which is why I've been using it. So I'll just massage that in. Another thing I really like about this cream or a mask is also that I feel like my skin looks a lot more glowy when I put it on. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it gives you like a nice little shine a bit. And it just makes you look like your skin is naturally like a little bit more glowy, which is really nice. So that's good. After this, I'll also go in with the tea tree water. This is another toner and it's a spray. I'll use this mainly throughout the day. I'll often put it on in the morning, but I use it more throughout the day than anything else. I've just been using this because I have this right now, and honestly, I don't really know what I think about it. Like, I've been using it for a while, but to be honest, I don't notice a difference. But in general, I feel like these mists just cool your skin down, which is really, really nice in summer, which is so good because things get hot. And using just a little spray is really nice. I know that this is a very popular product from Lush, but for me personally, I didn't really notice any difference so far, but I've just been using it to try it out a bit right now to see if something actually works. So I'm including this in this video because I have been recently using it, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it yet. Let me know if you think this product worked for you, if you want to leave a comment. I'll just spray on a few sprays of this. This is the Tea Tree Water Face Toner from Lush. I'll usually just spray it 2 to 3 times. I sprayed it a little more today. I don't really know why. But then I'll just waft my hands a bit to make it dry a bit faster. So the last step recently has been a slightly different step, I guess. So if the night before I applied a face mask that was a sheet mask, I'll keep around the packaging. So for example, I used this Volcanic Ash Essence mask sheet the other day, and these always have a serum inside. So what I like to do is, obviously after I apply the mask, I'll use the serum and just leave it on my skin and add more. But I feel like a lot of these masks come with way too much serum. So recently I've been just using the remaining serum, and I'll take this and just apply it to my cheeks primarily, and that's really only the place I'll apply it. So that was my summer morning skincare routine, and I hope there were some beneficial tips for you or something interesting about the video. Let me know if the Lush toner, if you've tried it, and if you feel like it did something, because I still feel like it hasn't done anything, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. I guess there's gotta be a reason that it's one of their favorite products or people's favorite products from Lush, but I don't know. So let me know if you have anything to say about that, and just drop them in the comments, I guess, if you want to. Hope you have an awesome day, and I guess that's the end. So bye! Do you see that glow?